Hello, friends. This is Fly Girl Lindsay. Um, I look beautiful. I know this. So don't worry about telling me in the comments about how totally put together I look today. Because I already know. Yeah, it's good. I don't really know. This is kind of the last move I have for now. I think I'm gonna do bicep curls next week, and then maybe some stretches the week after. But if there's anything else that you're dying to see, let me know. Um, but I'm gonna do lunges today. Now I already did a lower body workout, so I'm actually my legs are pretty tired. But I thought I'd show you a couple different lunges that are kind of fun to do, and some different ways that you can use lunges in a Actually, I'll probably do this another time, like the active warm-up, because there's a way to do an active warm-up that's pretty great. That also includes lunges, so I'll save that for another day. So we'll just talk about form and some different kinds of lunges that you can do. So I'll just back up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I've got neighbors out, so I'm sure they can hear me too. The first thing you want to do is you kind of want to start. Sorry if you can't see my head. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, there's Lindsay's boobs. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, but now you can't see my feet. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay. So you kind of want to start hip width apart, same as almost everything else. And then to do a front lunge, you just want to make sure your hips are kind of rotated in just a little bit, so you're not, you don't want to start out like this arching. You want to have nice neutral spine. So just, tuck your abs, tuck your hips a little bit, not crazy, not like, you don't want to scoop, just nice neutral. Just imagine like a straight line from your tailbone all the way up to your head, right? And then you just, for a forward lunge, you just take one foot and you just go out, and you can take a wide stance. It doesn't have to be a narrow stance, right? I mean, wide is good too, especially if you've got balance issues, although you're doing your balance exercises from last week, right? So you guys are in good shape. Take your foot out, and then you bend at your knee. Now here's the key. Again, with the squats, you want to keep this knee over the ankle. You do not want going forward. So if that means you don't go as low or whatever, that's fine, but you can go all the way to the floor if you want, and then lift up. So a lot of people like to do these kind of walking lunges where they go back. And this is the back one, right? So you're going down and then back. And I'll show you what this looks like from the side, both front and back. So here's a front. You can have a nice 90-degree here and a 90-degree here. So there's that, and then you can go all the way to the ground if you can. As you get stronger, you'll be able to do that. And then here it is from the back. I just used that leg, so let's use this leg. Okay, now the reason why I kind of like going to the ground is when I'm doing walking lunges. So let's say I'm back here, right? And I want to walk. And it's kind of nice to have that touch base, right? Well, hello. But if you're just doing static squats or static lunges, it's fine to just stay in one position and just kind of, Now the reason why I like to stay static, or when I say stay static, I like to kind of stay here and go up. This is easier for me. Like I can kind of tap my knee back, right? And then tap, a little balance at the end. That's easier for my knees. The ones where you go in front and then push back up, I always have a harder time. You can do whatever is comfortable. But this always crunches. The back knee for me always crunches. Now let me tell you what this is good for. You see that? It is good for that. Your booty. Your thighs, your quads, your booty, your hamstrings. Those are your biggest muscle groups in your body. So the more not to neglect your upper body at all, but the more you work this area, your quads, your glutes, all of this stuff, the more you build muscle, the more calories you burn, the more amped up your metabolism will be. So it's key to do these a couple times a week. Now, here's a couple variations of a lunge. Is the curtsy lunge, which is kind of fun because it allows you to work this side area, which, the balance ones do as well. But you kind of go back, and I'm in the Plyo challenge right now, right? And they call this something else. They call this like the skater, or They call this something else, but I've always referred to this as the curtsy lunge. So you kind of go back, and you're like curtsying, right? So back, curtsy. Hello, furniture. Back, curtsy. But the difference is you're not bowing. You're staying upright. You should be at one level, okay? So your spine should still be your neutral. Your abs are held in tight, and then you're going down. Let me back up a little bit so you can see my knees. So this is what this looks like. Now, I'll tell you a warning about that though. Is if you have tricky knees, there we go. If you have tricky knees, that may not feel good. So either don't go as deep or just do regular lunges. Also, I guess I'll show you the side lunge too, because that's kind of fun. I like the side lunge because you get a little stretch with it too. So you can kind of like stand here, right? And then you go off to the side. And it stretches this, but you're still working this. Also, I believe there's some hamstrings being worked here too. So, oh yeah, it feels good, right? And you come up and do the other side. And so I would recommend doing 3 sets of 10 on each side. But if that's hard, start with 2 sets of 5 and then build up, adding 2 sets of 8 and then 3 sets of 5 and then 3 sets of 8 and then 3 sets of 10 on each side. So you could do front lunges, back lunges, curtsy lunges, side lunges. I would do side lunges anyway, but they all work different parts of your glutes and your hamstrings and your hip flexors. It's a workout. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. So you do that, your squats and your balance, and you pretty much got a pretty complete, and some of the hamstring stuff I showed you last week, you had a pretty complete lower body workout, just adding those things together. So that's certainly pretty much what I do. I don't do lunges a lot. I actually did a ton today, and I was reminded like, oh, this feels good. I usually think lunges don't feel good on my knees, but if I do them a certain way, it's fine. So just keep that in mind. Also, you don't have to go to the floor. If your knees hurt, don't go as deep. I'll show you, again, kind of a modification for that, right? So if your knees hurt, just go, you don't have to go all the way. I don't know if you heard that, but trust me, that was a crunchy. Just go do what you can, but just make sure that this knee stays over the ankle. That is the most important thing, and that you're not swaying your back. Here. Okay. Wow, that was really 8 minutes. All right, well, you guys can revel in my beauty today. You're welcome. And I have an announcement that I'll probably be making this week or next week, so stay tuned to my weekly video. And also, if you have any other move of the week ideas, please let me know. Enjoy your lunges. Work that ass. Work that ass, you guys. Woo! Keep it fly out there. Bye.